Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Stefan Schneider. I'm from Germany and I'm talking about the general wave theory. This is the 5th video and this is me. I'm employed in the chemical industry and this video is about the Second World War and the Holocaust. Yeah, the Second World War started with the German invasion, also known as Fallweis. It was the 1st of September 1939, and 2 days later the Western Allied England and France declared war to the German Reich. And now we are gonna look for the coordinates of the localities. And here you can see the UTM grid, and this field here is Poland, and this is number 33, U33. And so you can see this consists to the theory. And the so-called Hitler-Stalin Pact was absent to it, and it took shape on 15th of August 1939. On August 15, Molotov addressed the German proposals for the first time in talks with Ambassador Friedrich Werner Graf von der Schulenburg. And it is important to know that this date was in the calendar week 33. And I can prove with those numbers that the roots of the Second World War can be traced back to this date. So let's look at the largest battleground of the war. That was Russia. And the most blatant wrong decision during the Russian campaign was the Führer instruction number 33 in the course of the August crisis. And this instruction caused the failure of Barbarossa. Barbarossa was the name of the campaign against Russia. Yeah, the August crisis. This is a special problem during the Second World War. You can see this map here. I open it. These red parts are German troops, and this here is a pocket, and here is Kiev. And Kiev is in the Ukraine, and here is Moscow. And the original plan was to conquer Moscow and to win the war. It's very simple, but Hitler decided to change the plan. He wanted to close this pocket here, and he made the same fault as Napoleon did before. He lost too much time. Yes, he closed this pocket, and he could win this battle, but he lost too much time. A few weeks later, he had a lot of problems to conquer Moscow because of the muddy weather. The streets were completely unusable, and in November, December, he had a lot of problems with the Russian winter. It was too cold for the German army, and so he lost this war. And the decision to change the plan was the Führerweisung, Führer instruction number 33. And here you can see Weisung number 33 and 33a. And the plan was now to conquer Moscow, the capital of Russia, only with weak infantry, soldier units, and this is impossible. This decision was clearly the worstest error in the whole plan. And now I will show you the original document for Weisung number 21, Barbarossa. You can see Barbarossa Befehl was a secret Führererlass to conquer Soviet Russia. And here you can see also too small, sorry, number 33. But the German army didn't collapse after the Moscow failure. It it takes a little bit more. It took a little bit more to win against Germany. And at Stalingrad, at the 22nd of November, about 330,000 soldiers of the Axis powers were encircled, and this was defined the turning point. This is a website about that battle, that campaign. I just want to show you the number. You can see it here. I cannot mark it, but you can see 330,000 soldiers. And the Sixth Army was an elite army, very strong, a lot of artillery and so on. And with the loss of that army, the Germans cannot win against Russia. Yeah, the end of the war in Germany has equally related to the number 33. And this was a French military unit, the 33rd Waffen-SS Division Charlemagne. That means Karl der Große, Karl the Great. I show you the website. And those soldiers surrendered on the 2nd of May, 1945. The last defenders of the Berlin city and the Reichskanzlei. Yeah, French soldiers. So this was the war on the ground. And now I will show you, this is the book that I used. And now we are talking about the war in the air. Yeah, and the start of the German air offensive in preparation for Operation Seelöwe, the landing on the British Islands, was on 13th August 1940 with the Adlertag, and this is also my birthday. I can show you the website. Yeah. Yeah, the German Air Force and Reichsmarschall Göring thought it was that they will win easily against the British Royal Air Force, and it will took only a few weeks to win, but that doesn't work, not at all. The first part of the Battle of Britain was that the German Air Force attacked Air Force units on the ground, like airfields and radar stations and military targets. Yeah, but the British Bomber Command decided to attack Berlin, the German capital, only with a few airplanes, a few bombers. But this was enough, and the British strategy was of upsetting Hitler by relatively pointless air raids against Berlin worked, so that the later has fought had cities bombed instead of radar stations or military airfields. And his speech on this was, "We will wipe out your cities." Yeah, he was completely nuts to change the strategy. This was the exactly wrong move. And the German Luftwaffe lost 1,733 aircrafts. This was the first battle that Hitler had clearly lost. And as you can see here, 333 Bombenangriffe, that means bombing raids against London. And when you can calculate that these completely useless attacks against a civilian target changed the war, because of the Royal Air Force had more time to recover from the attacks against their airfields. So the German, the Battle of Britain did not ended completely on this date, October 31, but the Germans don't try to conquer the British islands, because they realized that the Air Force was too strong. Now we look at the Atlantic. the Germans used a lot of U-boats, submarines, to fight against the British Navy to attack the supply lines. But the Germans had to stop those attacks in May 1943 because of some technical superiority. Sorry. Radar, sonar, and hunter-killer groups, and the British specialist can read the Enigma code, so no more secrets. The German U-boats had no chance against those hunter-killer groups, and in only 3 weeks they lost 33 submarines, U-boats, and Admiral Dönitz had to cancel this campaign because the losses are too heavy. And perhaps you know the Battle of the Hürtgen Forest, the Hürtgenwald, and the United States Army's heaviest casualties battle in Europe was in this campaign, Hürtgenwald. And I can show you the website. They lost about 33,000 troops, and this was too much. And here you can see this limit value of 33. They don't. It was the heaviest battle for them, and they lost this battle. Yeah. And here you can see this pistol. It is a Tokarev TT-33. Here you can see the photo in color. This is the pistol, and this is the photo on the back cover of the book. So the book ends also with a 33. And perhaps you know the origin of all modern assault rifles. It is the Sturmgewehr 44 assault rifle. Yeah, the grandfather. And here you can see the 33 millimeter long. And machine gun MG42 is more popular than this assault rifle, and it is still used in a slightly modified form as a MG3 in the German Bundeswehr. And now I show you the turning point in the Pacific, and this was the Battle of Midway, when 33 US carrier aircraft sank 3 Japanese carriers. And this was the Task Force 16 and 17, and you can edit it to 33. And with 3 carriers defeated the superior forces of the enemy. And this was an incredible feat by US Navy aviators under Wade McCluskey. I'll show you the website. And you see 16, 11, and 6 is all it's 33. And I also used this small book. It is about the Battle of Midway. This is a German Militärhistoriker, specialist for historic things. And here you can see the leader of the air group, Enterprise Korvettenkapitän Clarence Wade McCluskey. He had his 33 Dauntlesses. This is a diving bombers divided in 2 groups, and so on and so on. You can see 33 airplanes. And the Second World War and the Holocaust, you cannot divide it one from the other. And also in the field of the Holocaust, the number appears as a limit. Himmler increased the strength of the Einsatzgruppen, special forces only for the Holocaust, from 3,000 to 33,000 men on the 16th of July 1941. Here's the website, and as you can see, from 3,000 to 33,000 men. And the massacre in the gorge of Babin Yar by the German troops had about 33,000 victims. And here is a an English website about the Holocaust in, the massacre of Babinja. 2 days, and you can see 33,000 Jews. And this was the largest single massacre in the Holocaust. And, about 6 million people died until during this Holocaust. And here you will find 33 victims as a representative. Yeah, of course you cannot show 6 million different photos, and they decided to show only 33. And you can see again the volume limit of this number. And one popular name of the SS leaders was Reinhard Heydrich. He was very, he started with only 33 employees when he became the leader of the SD Sicherheitsdienst security unit of the SS Schutzstaffel. And it is a film, a movie, and I will show you only this part. One moment.
Der hat zwar eigentlich nur eine Funkausbildung, doch das behält er für sich. Er wurde von Himmler mit der Leitung des SD, dem Sicherheitsdienst der SS, betraut. Man empfand ihn als unsentimental, kalt, berechnend, rücksichtslos und völlig überzeugt von sich selbst. Mit Gattin Lina bezieht Heydrich eine kleine Villa in München. Seinen SD nimmt er gleich mit. Noch sind es nur 33 Männer.
And also the Holocaust started with only 33 guys. And the Second World War was ended by the atomic bombs of the United States, and the order came from the 33rd president, Mr. Harry Truman. And you can see he was the 33rd president, and he was also a member of the Freemasons, and he had the 33rd degree. And during the elections from 1948, he later gained 303 electoral votes, and this was enough to win again. So the end of the war. In the end of the video, here you can see my sources, so you can check that it is true what I said. Perhaps you can send me English or US websites with similar information, so I can use them. It is my point of view is a German one, and so I use German websites. And goodbye. Perhaps you enjoyed the video and you want to look further videos.